So, my dear friends, today again we are here with the same story that is going on, and that is the kingdom of fools. And if I tell you the summary of the story, so you know that once in a kingdom, the king and his minister changed the system of the day, and they changed the day into night and the night into day. And it was ordered to all the people of the kingdom that they must follow the system. No one would work in day, and all will work in night. The work of day will be done in night, and the day will be only for sleeping. So all the people were following the order. And one day a guru and his disciple arrived that city, and when they saw that there was no one in the daytime, so they took a round of the city, but they found the same. And when evening came, they saw that all the activities started like the days of work started in the night. So, and they one thing they found there, that everything was so cheap there. So, but the guru understood that this is the place of danger, because this is a kingdom of fools. All the people are fool, and they can create any problem at any time. So the guru asked his disciple to leave that place, but the disciple was too much fond of eating, and he said that, Guruji, everything is so cheap here, so I would like to stay here, and I would like to purchase all the things, and I would like to eat all these things. So Guruji said, okay, beta, as you like. So Guruji left from there. Okay. Now you know one day what happened, that a thief was killed by a wall. Means when the thief was coming out from a house through the hole that he had made to enter the house, fell down on him when he was coming out, and he was killed. And the brother of that thief went to the king and said that, Sir, Maharaj, this is the fault of the merchant in whose house my brother went to steal. Actually, that house was of a merchant. So he, means the brother of the thief, requested the king to give him compensation, and also he requested to punish the merchant. So the king said that okay, and he called the merchant, but the merchant said that, Your Honor, Your Highness, this is not my fault, because I didn't made this wall. This wall was made by a man, by a mason. So the king said, okay, this is the fault of the mason. Then call him, and he was called. And when he was called, the mason said, sorry, Maharaj, this is not my fault, because I know that the wall was weak, because I couldn't make it properly. But Maharaj, this is not my fault, because it all took place because of a dancing girl. And because when I was making this wall, that girl was coming and going again and again from that way, and I was distracted. So that is why I could not make that wall properly. So the king said that okay, call the dancing girl. Okay. So by now we have reached till the point. Now I am telling this story ahead. So now listen to it carefully. So the dancing girl, now an old woman, came trembling to the court. Came trembling to the court. Trembling, लिखते चले जाओ, मैंने इसको trembling फटाफट लिख लिया करो. Trembling to the court, कांपते हुए, trembling, shivering. Shivering may be the similar word of trembling. And she said, no, sorry. And the king asked to that dancing girl, the dancing girl who had been by now an old woman. So the king asked that, did you walk up and down that street many years ago while this poor man was building a wall? Did you see him? And the dancing girl replied, yes, my lord. I remember it very well. So the king said, okay, so you did walk up and down with your anklets jingling. Anklets jingling अपनी पायलों की आवाज करते हुए. You were young. That time you were young and you distracted him. He means to the mason, to the bricklayer. So he built a bad wall because of you. He built a bad wall. And you know, the wall has fallen on a poor burglar. Burglar पहले भी आ चुका है. Poor burglar, thief, and killed him. So in a way we can say, the king said that you have killed an innocent man. Innocent. Look what I would say. Innocent. Without guilt. Nirdosh. Innocent man. You will have to be punished. Clear हो गया? Clear? Any doubt? Now, when the dancing girl saw that she is in danger, so she thought for a minute and said, my lord, wait, please. I know, I know now why I was walking up and down that street. She said that, Maharaj, this is not my fault. I agree that I was walking up and down. I was coming and going again and again through that street. But Maharaj, this is not my fault because, you know, Maharaj, I had given some gold. I had given some gold to the goldsmith to make some jewelry for me. क्लियर हो गया? बहुत सिंपल से इंग्लिश में बोल रहा हूँ. He was a lazy scoundrel. Scoundrel. स्पेलिंग लिख लो, SCOUNDREL. बदमाश. लेजी का मतलब आपको पता ही है, LAZY. You know, Maharaj, he was a lazy scoundrel. He made so many excuses. Excuses. Said by he made so many excuses saying he would give it now and he would give it then and so on all day, means he didn't give me any fixed date. Whenever I would go to him to say that please give me my jewelry, he would say that I will give you on that day, I will give you on this day, I will come on that day, come on that day, come on that day. And Maharaj, because of this, he made me walk up and down to his house a dozen times. क्लियर हो गया होगा? समझने की कोशिश करो. रेफरेंस में हर वर्ड का मीनिंग नहीं होता. हाँ, क्या? नहीं, वो तो उसमें आ जाएगा ना, मुनमुन कर लेगी ना. ये क्या है? ये है कि बच्चों की कोई खबर नहीं, कॉल नहीं लग रहा. इजिप्ट की सिम लेने को बोल रहा था. हाँ, तो अभी इजिप्ट की सिम लेने को बोला था, तो मुनमुन को तुमने करवा दिया ना वो इंटरनेशनल पैक. मैसेज भेज दो उनको, आंटी को जो तसल्ली देगी क्या बोलना है जो आपको. बेचारी को जवाब तो दे दो. आप जो मेरे को बोल रहे हो इसको लिख दो इनमें, ग्रुप में. उनको तसल्ली देगी. बेचारी रोने की सी फोटो डाल रखी है. सुबह से शाम उनकी बेटे से बात नहीं है. एक मिनट. हाँ, तो उनको जवाब दे दो. मेरे को तो लिखना नहीं आता ना. ऐसा कोई हो तो आप दे देना मेरी तरफ से जवाब. एक मिनट में रिकॉर्डिंग मैं करूँगा उसको. हाँ, फिर मेरे पास आएगा तो मैं करूँगी क्योंकि वो चिंता कर रही है वो भाई जी. फोन कर लो एक बार. रोने की फोटो डाल रखी है मैंने. नीचे नहीं रह रही डीपी. रो रही है वो. क्या हाल हो रहा था उनका? कौन कौन है फोन? कौन करूँ फोन? So the girl said that, sir, this is the fault of the jeweler because he didn't make my jewelry on time and He called me again and again on different times. So I was going and coming again and again. So Maharaj, that was when this bricklayer saw me. It is not my fault because I was compelled to come and go again and again. But this was all because of the jeweler. So my lord, it is the damned goldsmith's fault. Clear हुआ? Okay. बेटा एक मिनट wait. So the girl or the woman, the dancing girl said, sir, this is not my fault. This is the fault of goldsmith. Means a new character has come. First merchant, then bricklayer, and then dancing girl, and then the new character of this story, goldsmith, has come. So the king thought that yes, this girl is right. Bichari, poor thing. She is absolutely right, thought the king. Weighing, एक वर्ड आ रहा है यहाँ पर, weighing the evidence, weighing, WEIGHING, weighing the evidence, EVIDENCE. वेइंग का मतलब वजन करते हुए, तोलते हुए, एविडेंस का मतलब सबूत, यानी कि सबूतों को, गवाहों को परखते हुए, उनकी जांच करते हुए उसने कहा यस, दिस गर्ल इज राइट, वी हैव गॉट द रियल कल्प्रिट, वी हैव गॉट, द किंग सेड, वी हैव गॉट द रियल कल्प्रिट. लिखो फटाफट से, कल्प्रिट, कल्प्रिट, CULPRIT. अब आप समझ गए होंगे मीनिंग, इसका अंदाजा लगा लो. वी हैव गॉट द रियल कल्प्रिट एट लास्ट. गेट द गोल्ड स्मिथ, पकड़ लो उसको. वेयर एवर ही इज हाइडिंग एट वंस, गेट हिम हियर. क्लियर हुआ? द किंग्स बैलीफ्स लिखो, बैलीफ्स. अब समझ जाओगे मीनिंग आप इसका. BAILIFFS, बैलीफ्स सर्च्ड फॉर द गोल्ड स्मिथ. समझ जाओगे आप बैलीफ्स का मतलब क्या है. सोल्जर्स मान लो, मैसेंजर्स मान लो, किंग्स मैन मान लो, कुछ भी मान लो. बैलीफ्स सर्च्ड फॉर द गोल्ड स्मिथ हु वाज हाइडिंग in a corner of his shop. When he heard the accusation against him, accusation against him, so he was hiding in a corner of his shop when he heard the accusation, पहले भी आ चुका है. When he heard the accusation against him, he had his own story to tell. समझ में आ गया? He had his own story to tell. उसके पास भी अपनी बात थी कुछ कहने के लिए. उसने क्या कहा सुनिए आप. My lord, he said, he means the goldsmith. He said, my lord, I am a poor goldsmith. It is true that I made this dancer come. Made यहाँ पर causative verb है, ध्यान रखना. I made this dancer come every times to my door. I gave her excuses because I couldn't finish making her jewelry before I finished the rich merchant's orders. Clear हो गई बात अब आपको? Means the jeweler, the goldsmith had already an order of the merchant, of the same merchant. And so that is why he could not make the jewelry of the dancing girl. because he was compelled to make the jewelry of the merchant. क्लियर हो गई बात आपको? So that is why he was making the dancer come again and again, कि वो उसको बार बार बुलवा रहा था, बार बार वो उसको आ रही थी उसकी वजह से. समझ में आ गई यहां तक बात आपको क्या हुआ रीजन? यानी कि अगेन दैट गोल्ड स्मिथ said that, sir, this is not my fault. This is not my fault because I could not do her work because of the merchant. So they had a wedding coming and they wouldn't wait. You know how impatient rich men are. They means वो merchant के लिए आ रहा. They had wedding coming. तो शादी आ रही थी and they wouldn't wait. Yeah, they couldn't wait. You know how impatient rich men are. Who is this rich man who kept me
Sir,
from finishing this poor woman's jewelry, made her walk up and down, which distracted this bricklayer, which made a mess of his wall, which has now fallen on an innocent man and killed him? Can you name him? The goldsmith, can you name the rich man whose jewelry you made? हाँ बोलो कौन बोल रहा था? कौन बोल रहा था? The goldsmith named the merchant, and he was none other than the original owner of the house whose wall had fallen. क्लियर हो गया? क्लियर हो गया?
सर
हाँ.
सब गोलमाल है.
Now justice had come full circle. अभी तो गोलमाल तो आगे देखते जाओ तुम. Now justice had come full circle. हो गया पूरा justice. अब न्याय हो जाएगा. Though the king back to the merchant, sorry, thought the king back to the merchant when he was rudely summoned back to the court. Now the merchant was again called to the court. He arrived crying, "It wasn't me, but my father who ordered the jewelry yellow. It wasn't me, Maharaj. I didn't order. My father ordered for the jewelry. So this is not my fault." क्लियर हो गया? अब कहां से बात आ गई? वापस आ गया मर्चेंट, और फिर मर्चेंट के बाद अगेन मर्चेंट्स फादर. It wasn't me, but my father who ordered the jewelry. He is dead. Now he is no more. He is dead, Maharaj. I am innocent. Please leave me. But the king consulted his minister and ruled decisively. निर्णय दिया उसने. क्या निर्णय दिया? It is true. Your father is the true murderer. Your father is the true murderer. But now we know that he is dead. But somebody must be punished in his place. क्लियर हो गई बात आपको? पिताजी मर गए तो मर जान दो, सजा तो किसी ना किसी को देनी पड़ेगी हमें. ये थोड़ी की सजा नहीं देंगे हम, पिताजी मर गए तो किसी ना किसी को तो देनी पड़ेगी. आइए अब आएगा मजा. You have inherited everything from that criminal father of yours. Inherited का मतलब विरासत में मिलना. You have inherited everything from that criminal father of yours, his riches as well as his sins. धन दौलत मिली है, उसके किए हुए कर्म भी तो मिले हैं तुम्हारे को. अच्छे कर्म मिले हैं तो बुरे कर्म भी मिले ना बेटा. जो पाप किए वो भी तो तुम ही भोगोगे. आगे बात समझ में? I knew at once, even when I first set eyes on you. समझिए क्या कह रहा है राजा? देखो जरा इस सेंटेंस को समझना. I knew at once. I knew at once, even when I first set eyes on you, that you were at the root of this horrible crime. मैंने तो पहली बार देखते ही समझ गया था कि इस अपराध की जड़ तुम ही हो. देखो जरा. You must die. राजा ने कह दिया उस मर्चेंट को, you must die. मरना ही होगा तुम्हें तो. And he ordered a new stake to be made ready for the execution. फांसी का बंदा तैयार करो जी, बनाओ इसकी जगह, लटकाओ इसको, करो जो भी करना है. यहां पर क्या आया? A new stake to be made ready for the execution. The system of death, the system of giving punishment to death was ordered to prepare. ठीक है? As the servants sharpened the stake and got it ready for the final impaling of the criminal, it occurred to the minister that the rich merchant was somehow too thin to be properly executed on the stake. स्टेक ऐसी जगह होती है एक्चुअली, समझिए आप बात को, कि फंसा दी जाती है गर्दन उसके अंदर और ऊपर से ऐसे काटा जाता है। क्लियर हो गई बात? आगे बात समझ में? अब वो बनाया गया, स्टेक तैयार कर लिया गया भैया गर्दन के हिसाब से कि भैया ये गर्दन आ जानी चाहिए। बट हुआ क्या? लकीली क्या हुआ? द रिच मर्चेंट वॉज सम हाउ टू थिन टू बी प्रॉपरली एग्जीक्यूटेड ऑन द स्टेक। टू का यूज हुआ है यहां पर, यानी कि इतना पतला था वो कि वो उसमें आ ही नहीं रहा था जो भी बनाया था उन्होंने। He appealed to the king's common sense. The king too worried about it. ठीक है, क्या करें? ये तो बन गया जो बन गया, किसी ना किसी, ये नहीं यार इसकी गर्दन नहीं आ रही, किसी और को लाओ जिसकी आ जाए। यही तो है फूल ऑफ किंगडम। किंगडम ऑफ फूल्स का मतलब क्या है? कि सजा तो देनी है, इसकी गर्दन नहीं बैठ रही है, कोई बात नहीं, कोई ऐसा पकड़ के लाओ मोटा सा जिसकी गर्दन फिट बैठ जाए इसमें। आगे बात समझ में? कुछ समझ में आई कहानी? What shall we do? The king asked. What shall we do? He said, when suddenly it struck him that all they needed to do was to find a man fat enough to fit the stake. बात मैंने हिंदी में बताई थी आपको, इतना मोटा लाओ जो फिट बैठ जाए इसके अंदर। The servants were immediately sent. समझना जरा सेंटेंस को, पैसे वाइज है। The servants were immediately sent. Immediately एडवर्ब आ गया बीच में। The servants were immediately sent all over the town looking for a man who would fit the stake. जो फिट बैठ जाए उसी को ले आओ पकड़ के। And their eyes fell on the disciple. आगे बात समझ में? And the servants' eyes fell on the disciple who had fattened. फैट वर्ब भी होती है एक, फैटन, सॉरी फैटन वर्ब होती है एक, ब्लैकन, वाइटन, फैटन भी एक वर्ब होती है। Who had fattened himself for months on bananas and rice and wheat and ghee and रसमलाई। हैं? सस्ता मिल रहा है, खा ले बेटा, खा खा के मोटा हो गया, आजा देख बेटा तेरा मामला जरा तैयार पड़ा हुआ है यहाँ पे। When the servants of the king caught him, you know what he said? He said, what have I done wrong? मैंने क्या किया भाई? I am innocent. I am a sannyasi. He cried, he wept. But you know, the king's servants took him to the king. क्लियर हो रही है आपको? समझ में आ रही है कहानी? आ रही है? कुछ को तो बोलना नहीं है।
सर इन्होंने तो लास्ट ईयर ही पढ़ी है 9th क्लास में, तो इनको तो याद ही है वैसे भी।
चलो कोई बात नहीं, मैं इसको कंटिन्यू करता हूँ। What have I done wrong? मैंने क्या किया भाई? तो what did the servant say? That may be true that you are innocent, but it is the royal decree. Royal decree. Raj Agya, decree, Raj Agya, decree, DECREE. That it is the royal decree that we should find a man fat enough to fit the stake. They said, and carried him to the place of execution. Carried him, ले गए, to the place of execution. He remembered his wise guru's words. Now he remembered that what did my guru say to me, that please beta, this is not a safe place. Now he remembered those words. What were the words? That this is the city of fools. You don't know what they will do next. These were the words of the Guru while he was waiting for death. While he was waiting, अब क्या करे बेचारा? ठीक है भाई, गुरुजी. Okay. Now he's thinking that I didn't follow the advice of Guru. I didn't follow what my Guru was saying. And now what can be done? So he was waiting for his death because he knew that now his last time has come. There are only few minutes and then he will be executed. So while he was waiting for death, so he prayed to his Guru in his heart. आ गया समझ में? He remembered his Guru and he prayed to his Guru in his heart, asking him, non finite verb है यहाँ पर, asking him, उनसे कहते हुए, to hear his cry where he was. To hear, he requested his Guru to hear his cry wherever he was. कहते हैं ना कि दिल की जो सच्ची आवाज होती है वो पहुंच ही जाती है. The Guru saw everything in a vision. Guru was a Siddha Purush.
सर ये कनेक्शन तो बुलेट ट्रेन से भी फास्ट है.
ऐसा होता है कनेक्शन. ये बात बता दूं मैं आपको, ये भी आपको मैं बात करूंगा किसी दिन इस बारे में भी. The Guru saw everything in a vision. He had magic powers. He had magic powers. He could see far and he could see the future as he could see the present and the past. त्रिकालदर्शी बोलते हैं इसको. त्रिकालदर्शी कौन होता है? तीनों कालों का दर्शन कर लेने वाला त्रिकालदर्शी. ऐसे ऐसे हमारे ऋषि मुनि होते थे. So he arrived at once to save his disciple who had got himself into such a scrape through the love of food. समझ में आया? Means
सर एक बार लास्ट वाली
when the disciple was praying to his Guru in his heart, so Guruji heard his pray, and he knew that his disciple was in trouble because of the love of food. Clear हो गया? Clear हुआ? As soon as he arrived, means Guru arrived, he scolded the disciple. Scolded, बहुत बार यूज हुआ है. He scolded the disciple and told him something in a whisper. Whisper का मतलब फुसफुसाते हुए, धीरे से कान में. Then he went to the king and addressed him, O wisest of kings. Who is greater, the Guru or the disciple? He asked the king, who is greater, the Guru or the disciple? So of course the Guru. Of course the Guru. Know about it, no doubt about it. Why do you ask? The king replied that of course Guru is greater than disciple. So no doubt about it. Why do you ask? So then the Guruji said, then okay, if Guru is greater, then put me. Guruji said, put me to the stake first and put my disciple to death after me. क्लियर हो गया यहां तक? तो गुरुजी ने कहा पहले मुझे और फिर मेरे शिष्य को. क्लियर हो गया? थैंक यू वेरी मच.